Okay, guys. Hello, everyone. This is Tarun. Now, I'm going to present you on the topic which we are going to post tomorrow. Actually, this topic came as an idea of actually there was Akshay Tritiya on Sunday. So during this period, people will be interested in investing in gold and all. But due to the this lockdown and amid crisis, they cannot have option to invest in gold. So we have other better options to invest in paper format gold like sovereign gold bonds and gold ETFs. So as in this process, we got this thought, and one more perspective also is that amid this crisis, because of this stock market volatility and all, generally experts mm, suggest to keep 10 to 15% in your diversified portfolio in the form of gold, which they see as a hedge against inflation or stock market volatility. Such as. So, in this process, we
Tarun, start.
hello.
Tarun,
Actually, sorry. Hello.
you are audible. Continue.
Okay, I thought I have started. Okay, sorry. Hello, guys. Hi, this is Tarun. Am I audible now, Sunil?
You are audible.
Yeah,
Yes, you are
yeah.
audible. Continue.
Yes, you're audible. Please go ahead.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, now I'm going to present on this topic which we are going to post tomorrow. This topic came as a process, like we were thinking that Akshay Tritiya was on Sunday, and so people may be interested to buy gold, but which may not be available as option because of this lockdown and mid crisis. So there are other better options like sovereign gold bonds and gold ETFs, which we have taken as a topic to present. And another way to look at it is that um, uh, during this crisis, like experts suggest nowadays, we can see in news also that in their diverse investors diversified portfolio, it is better to have at least 10 to 15% such nominal range of portfolio in the form of gold, investing in gold, which can be seen as a hedge against inflation or stock market volatility. So, because of this thought process, we thought of going for this topic. Now, if we come to sovereign gold bonds, sovereign gold bonds are government securities which are issued by RBI in paper format, physical certificates. So, initial issuance, uh, you'll be you'll be given a holding certificate. Then it can be converted into demat form and can be traded in secondary market. They can be seen as a perfect substitute for investment in physical gold. Mm, and eligibility wise, if you can see, individuals who are residents of India can invest in sovereign gold bonds, and it includes individuals, Hindu undivided families, trusts, universities, and charitable institutions. And even though if our resident status changed from resident to non-resident, they can still continue to invest at least till early redemption. Next, if we go about the scheme, recently they have started issued like 20th April to 24th April was first issuance for this year, in this course of year. So like that, there will be six series of issuances, and the issue price which will be decided on the simple average of three closing prices of previous 3 days of the preceding week of the subscription period. So if it is 20th to 24th, if it is the issuance period, the subscription period, so before that week, uh, if you consider that week, then the last three closing prices average will be taken as issuance price. Then that window is for investors in primary market. Also, other option is available that previous issuances, previous bonds can be already actively traded in secondary market. So you can also invest in those bonds. So like I said, initially holding certificate will be issued. Then you can convert. They are eligible to be converted into demat form. Then only they can be traded in exchanges like in secondary market. Next, if you come to features, the added benefit here is that you will earn interest 2.5% interest on semi-annual basis compared to this physical bond and other options. Physical gold, sorry. And this is similar to bonds, but here our returns, this prices, market prices, redemption prices, all these are directly linked to gold prices. So that is the difference. So that's why we have written returns are linked to gold prices. And one more thing is like in, so you can exit out of, you can withdraw the bond only after 5 years. That means locking period is 5 years. So after 5 years, you can exercise the options of redemption. Like after converting it to demat form, you can it is tradable on stock exchange. That is next point. If you come to tax benefits, long-term capital gains are tax-free only if you hold them till maturity. Like if you hold them till 8 years, then your capital gains are tax-free. Or else short-term, like within 36 months, they will be taxed at marginal rate. Or between short-term and long-term, they will be taxed 20% after indexation. Indexation is something which they will which allows us to include the inflationary component, which will give some benefit on the tax on the capital gain part. Investment limits, if you consider minimum investment for individual and HUF will be 1 gram, maximum will be 4 kgs, and this entities and all it will be 20 kgs maximum. Minimum will be again 1 gram. So this is basically about sovereign gold bond. In the same way, if we come to gold exchange traded funds, these are similar to stocks which have been traded on stock exchanges. But here the thing is, this aims to track the physical gold price. So it is linked to gold price directly, and here it represents physical gold in paper or demat form. And one ETF unit is gold ETF unit is equal to 1 gram of gold. And in sovereign gold bond, it is 99.9% purity gold, but here it is 99.5% purity gold. And similar way, it is listed and traded on stock exchanges, and it can be used as collateral for secured loans. And it is not that simple like sovereign gold bonds, because it is somewhat like normal company stocks. We have to consider some things. Here many companies are there, company ETFs are there. So for all those things, we have to consider the historical performance based on trading activity. If the trading activity is very high, then liquidity will be higher. Hello, Arun, can you mute your audio?
Sorry.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, trading activity is high, then liquidity will be high. So generally, investors will try to search for those funds. Then asset under management is one more term here. It is nothing but total value of assets, market value of assets managed by the particular company, fund company. So higher the value of assets, more will be reliable. Then net asset value is something like price, like that gold ETF price uh, per share value. Matlab, like stock price, it is also per fund. What is the value per unit? What is the value? Then like these gold ETFs, they try to like track the physical gold price. So each company funds they will try to do that, but many companies may have some marginal error in tracking. So we have to find those company funds which will have minimum tracking error. That will be better option to invest. So these are basic and main things to talk about features of these two types of gold investments. Now if we see in many ways, like security, like if you have physical gold with you, then you will have fear of being stolen or something like that. So like those sorts and gains, overall returns from that investment will be better in these two funds compared to physical gold. Interest, tax, storage challenges, and purity of gold, liquidity expense, all these are far better in these two options compared to physical gold. So that's why it's a better option. Then if you come again between these two, then which is better, again it depends on the investor idea of like if is he comfortable with holding it till maturity, like 8 year horizon. Then sovereign gold bonds will be better option, because you are having additional advantage like interest of 2.5% per annum, which is not there in gold ETFs. Or else if you want to hold it for short horizon, like invest in small amounts over a period of time to accumulate the gold, then gold ETFs are better option. But in that case also you need to be little bit more knowledgeable in that case, because you need to understand, analyze the various company funds which are available and traded on the stock exchange, as we have discussed things to consider before investing, like sorts of things you need to do before investing. But in case of sovereign gold bonds, it is, as it is uniform, it is simple. And this is actually we try to explain it in simple way, how we can compare investment between these three options, what will be the difference in gains. Many assumptions are there here, but just we try to explain the process, how we can think as a investor before investing. So if suppose uh, if we consider investor who has capital amount of 1 lakh, so we'll consider scenario like valuing the profits after 1 year. But the scenario is like, if if investor is comfortable with 8 years, then what? That is the scenario. So annual appreciation of gold is 10% rate. So after 1 year, it will become 1,10,000 like that. And individual tax slab is based on the gains and tax benefits. We have applied individual tax slab range, that is 10%. That is assumption. So we have avoided indexation benefits, as we discussed here. We did not include those things, and inflation and other things. This is just for understanding. So all these cases we have invested 1 lakh, and because of annual appreciation of gold, the market price is 1,10,000. Transaction cost in physical gold, we have making charges which are far higher than these expenses which we experience in gold ETFs. In gold ETFs, we have expenses like uh, brokerage charges and taxes and other expenses. So physical gold making charges and all, which are higher than this gold ETF, and in sovereign gold ones there are no such charges. So I have considered it as zero. Then gains, if you consider, so I have removed those charges from the profit. So it is 9,000, and here no charges, so 10,000, here 9,500. Then tax, if I consider for sovereign gold bond, I have considered zero tax because it is considered as a holding till maturity and there are no long-term capital gain tax. So I consider zero. Here I consider tax as 10% individual tax slab, 900 is 950. Then here interest income I consider 2500 because 2.5% annual interest. Then tax I have considered because in sovereign gold bond only tax is that interest rate tax. The tax is applicable on your interest gains. So I have applied that. And total income, total tax I have calculated. And net profit. So generally in this range you will get, in this order you will get sovereign gold bond will be maximum profit, at maximum profit, then gold ETF and physical gold if you consider long term. Similar way you can try for your own conditions and apply these principles and you can value your investment scenario. I think I'll conclude with this. Thank you. Hello,
Tarun?
Sunil.
No, this is Ankur Tarun.
Yes.
I have one question and suggestion. I wanted to know, see, I mean, all this sovereign gold bond and all this looks very safe and returns are available.
Yeah,
But
bro.
if I have to choose between equity markets and this sovereign gold bond, so, and based on my risk appetite, if you can, I mean, either you can tell me or you can add some graph which is kind of making the comparison between the historical returns which were given by the stock market vis-a-vis gold, so that I mean, I know based on my risk appetite where should I go.
Okay, bro.
What would be your take?
Bro, you're asking now or you want me to include such things? Like those
I
parts?
mean, this is, yeah, you can add this. Plus, I mean, if you have that number with you, I mean, how much equity markets have outperformed the gold?
Okay, bro, I'll try that actually. Okay, I can see.
Okay, cool, thank you.
Okay.
Hi Tarun, I have a question as well.
Yeah, sir.
So you mentioned that the interest rate will be 2.5%.
Yeah,
So that 2.5% for suppose 8 years, right? So it will be for 2.5% of issuance price, or it changes each year as the price of gold changes.
this 2.5% you are talking, right? Annual interest rate.
Yeah, so the interest calculated will be on the price at which you brought, or the annual price, the average or whatever it is, for each year as the gold of price suppose appreciates. So the interest calculated will be on the issuance price or its new price for each
It's on
consecutive years.
it's on issuance price, I think.
Okay, so only for 8 years it will be only on issuance price,
Yeah,
irrespective
issuance
of the
price.
gain.
Yeah, and that issuance
Okay.
price is related again to gold price. Right? So something like
So just a follow-up question. So if we talk about the beta of gold bonds, is it positive, negative, or how much volatility would you say it has compared to
beta
market?
of gold bonds. I don't have any idea right now regarding.
Okay. Because many times some people incorporate gold in their portfolio, as sometimes people say that it can lower the beta. So I just wanted to see if it really is so or not.
Yeah, I think I'll have a think, a thought about it. I'll try to answer that question.
It's a good presentation. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. Hello.
There are other gold ETFs available by Axis Bank or different,
PDF
which
is
are
visible, right?
traded on NSE. Ah, yes, it is visible.
Okay, sorry. Yeah. Continue.
So the performance of all these ETFs you
Yeah.
can include in the slide as well.
Actually, Sunil,
What
you
are their
suggested that. Actually, I tried to include, but I thought maybe one more page extra. or else I have to remove
I-
some things from here.
If possible, you can include,
And one more thing, if
because
we
they will give.
consider sovereign gold bonds, right? I thought of including something from first issuance data, but I didn't get any data related to that. So if
Not
I
an issue.
okay, if I
If
come
space
across
constraint
anything
is
by
there, then
tomorrow, then I'll include. So we'll continue with
okay.
this.
Yeah,
Actually, this is
very
bit
good.
new for me. So for us, for our
Okay.
team,
No, you.
this
It
gold
was
part
a
and all we did
very
not deal, right? So data and all, it was very difficult for us to gather.
mostly it covers all the points in the presentation, as well
Yeah,
as you
only data
explained
part, right?
data part. Okay, well presented.
Okay, thank you, bro. So shall I conclude or anything else?
If anyone is having any more questions, they can ask. Otherwise, we can conclude, Tarun.
So still
Anyways,
any questions?
great presentation, bro. Awesome, awesome work.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you, Tarun.
So shall I conclude?
Yeah, dude.
Yes, conclude.